What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Ask Me Anything. We haven't done an AMA show for a few weeks, not live like this anyway, and you might have realized that the set has slightly changed. And the reason behind that is because we have a whole new TV show coming out soon, so you guys can get excited for it. But actually, let's get straight into it. I'm going to share with you something really, really special after the call. So the first person I'm going to call is somebody called Cat. It says prefer cat. I wonder why it says prefer cat. Anyway, we're going to give this person a call, see where we are calling. How do we do this again? It's been such a long time. Okay, here we go. Call, Eric. You know how to call. Hello. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello, is this Cat?
Yeah.
Hi, Erico. And first off, I'd like to say welcome to Ask Me Anything. And I like the question you just texted me with. Kat, by the way, those of you who are watching this show, Kat just asked me before if you are really Erico. I said last time I checked in the mirror I was. So anyway, I think. So does this prove to you that it's Erico?
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. Are you having a good day?
Yeah, I actually just got done meditating.
Oh,
with one of your meditations.
Nice. Where am I calling right now?
I'm in Vancouver, Washington, just over
Vancouver.
the bridge from Portland, Oregon, and USA.
Washington. Okay, nice.
You need to come to Portland.
Yeah, I think we should. I'm getting so many requests from all around the US that it's kind of like I can, only be at one place at one time. You should fly to LA to see us. We are flying
I'm
10
on
hours.
money meditation so I can make money.
Oh, right. Okay.
Do that.
Okay. Yeah, because we're flying like 15 hours to come to your side, so at least you can make the couple of hours.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway,
Right.
so first of all, welcome to the show. The floor's all yours. You get to ask
you.
whatever you want, anything, spirituality, business, wealth, whatever, anything at all. So fire away.
Okay. Well, I guess my question is, so I started getting into law of attraction by accident a couple months ago, and I started meditating. There's been a lot of changes the last several months, some good, some bad. I started dating again after some years, and then I lost my job, and I told the guy how I felt about him and got shot down. So the universe was doing a lot of seemed like rejection themes in my life.
Got it.
And so lately, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. I'm meditating, I'm redirecting my focus, which is hard because I definitely overthink and obsess.
Got it.
But I keep getting these signs, and I don't know if it's a sign I'm on the right track or if it's signs that I'm doing something wrong. So the signs I've been getting, for instance, about the guy, sometimes we hear their name or see their names, in life, but I figured that's normal. Well, it's been kind of odd stuff. Like, I met him on a dating app, and one night I went on the dating app, and it was 7 guys in a row with the same name. I swiped
Wow.
left on all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. And then I was watching an episode of Midsummer Murders, and they don't usually say the first name, but it was his name. They kept saying it constantly throughout the show, and I was just like, this has got to be in my head.
Yeah.
And then the other day, I heard the word alignment
Yeah.
in 3 separate conversations with 3 different people. And I don't hear the word alignment unless you're getting your car fixed.
Got it. Yeah.
So it's just a lot of stuff. And then a song on the radio, and I was thinking about him, and that song came on a few seconds later. I mean, it was just weird stuff, and so I don't know if I should put any energy into it. I mean, I just keep going forward with what I'm doing. So I've been researching, and I don't know what any of this means. I mean, I'm very new to all this.
Got it. Okay, so first off, when we see signs or repeated numbers or repeated names or repeated words, it only, all it means is that we are in alignment with our, so we've got our subconscious mind, we have our conscious mind, we have our deeper connection, which is what we call the divine or God, whatever people call it. So when all of these things are in alignment, we start to see more of these patterns, because our actions are also in alignment with the way we're more receptive in that sense. So just a very simple thing is like what we focus on expands. So let's say, for example, if I was to say, I don't know, a Mini Cooper, we'll start seeing Mini Coopers everywhere. It's like that, and so that is actually very natural in itself. A lot of the time, people I think, are overthinking what does this actually mean to me, but because maybe that is just that your mind is focused on that, therefore you are seeing more of it. And so how do we know when it is what we call intuition, gut feeling, God feeling, or universe feeling? Like, how do we know and be able to distinguish something like that? Is when actually a lot of the time with numbers, right? Something like that is where it comes out of the blue and we weren't even thinking about it at all, and it just keeps repeating. Those things tell us there's a lot of numerology and a lot of understanding behind that. When it comes to people and names, I think the thing is, you need to start be able to, number one, first silence the mind, because right now at every moment in time, we have two things that are battling. Number one is our non-logical logical mind, which is our mind. And then the second thing is our intuition, which is that feeling. And so a lot of the time we get confused by, what is this? Is this just me overthinking, or is this actually happening right now? And the only way we can actually distinguish and tell the difference is the moment we start practicing silencing our mind. So what I'm saying here is, if you know that in your mind there's a lot of clutter, whether it's doubts, fears, or while all this is happening to you in your life right now, all these changes, there's a lot of whether worries and noise in general, that is not your most clearest time to understand whether this is the universe or not. So when you are practicing meditation, what type of meditation are you practicing?
Guided, yours, basically.
Okay, got it.
I did the love one, and then but right now I've been doing the raising your vibrations and the money one.
Got it. Okay. So right now, this is another thing as well. So every meditation has its reason for being there. So if we go to the original source of meditation, the idea behind it is that we are in silence, meaning we're not thinking about anything, meaning that actually, in fact, things like guided meditation, visualization, this is not really like the core of meditation. And that only came later on when it became more popular and people were finding different ways to calm their mind and different things, right? So they all have their purposes. And we need to understand everything holds a vibration. So if you are listening to manifesting money and manifesting love and all these other guided meditations at the same time, it actually creates a lot of confusion within the mind as well. So we need to be very clear. We need to be very clear on what it is what is our first outcome that we want right now. We can't go out there and say, hey, we want everything, let me listen to everything and try to absorb and become everything. So we need to understand what's the first outcome. And I think the first most important thing for you right now, especially with how you explained your situation, is actually not so much in guided meditation, or if it's guided meditation, it will be on relaxation or on calming the mind. So those will be priority. And if you number one, you either listen to guided meditation to calm that mind and get more relaxed, or you can just purely practice breathing. And that means deep breaths, deep abdominal breathing, because that will naturally, when we take a deep breath in and out, and in these moments, we will naturally feel a little bit calmer than the moment before. And so if we breathe, we allow ourselves to get in touch more with ourselves and our higher calling. And at the same time, and at those points, let's say you are stress-free. let's say you do so much breathing tomorrow morning, and then so much breathing that you feel so much at peace, and you're kind of like, actually, I feel great right now, right? If you were to walk out the door and you were still to see his name, then that would most likely be that the universe is giving you a sign there. But if right now there's so much chaos going on in your life and you're trying to attract money, trying to attract love, and there's job problems and all this problem going on, and there's so much confusion, it's very hard to distinguish whether the sign is the sign. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
basically, I just need to do meditation.
Calm the mind.
Your meditation to calm it, and then do meditation without any guided meditation. Just focus on breath.
Calm the mind. That's all. Yeah, calm the mind.
Yeah, and pick one meditation.
Yeah. And another thing as well, what I read and what I feel from your energy right now is very common in a lot of people when challenges happen in life. And what that is that right now the energy is a little bit in chaos. And what that means is, let's say, for example, when we really lack something, we really want something. And the more we want something, the more attachment we have, and the more attachment also to the outcome we have as well. And that's why, I mean, for example, when you are, I don't know, when you say I love you to someone and you're unsure whether they really mean it, they're serious or not, then obviously we have this big expectation to, I hope they say it back and I hope they really feel the same way, you know? So, but the biggest problem is this: when it comes to the law of attraction, the more attachment we have to it, the harder it is to attract. So what it means,
I've been detaching myself as much as I can. In fact, I've noticed I've been thinking of him less, and these things that keep happening, you know, just kind of pop out of nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right. Okay. Let's look at it like this. Yeah. Every reality around us is only created by thought. Like, it has to be created by thought. There's no other way about it. If we were to just walk out on the street, or even where you are right now, look around you, every single thing you see, there is nothing that exists in this world without thought. Like, the chair is there because someone thought about designing it. The table is there because somebody thought about putting it there. So there always has to be thought before reality can be created. So what does that actually prove to us? It proves to us that everything that let's say, for example, somebody else's response or something that we call is happening to us can only be created again by thought. Now, the only difference is this, because obviously you are telling me right now, you're saying, Eric, I'm practicing detachment and I have no attachment to outcome. That is conscious thinking and conscious mind. So I don't have a doubt that that's your truth. But the biggest problem is the subconscious activity that is going on. Because our subconscious is going without us even thinking about it. Like, we don't know what we're thinking about, that we don't know what we're thinking about, which is in our subconscious. And the biggest problem with that is our subconscious is also in manifestation. So I think just a few things. Number one, keep practicing breathing, not just in the morning, not just a morning practice, like just throughout the day. Whenever we feel our head is getting a bit heavy, we're thinking a bit, just breathe. Whenever we have any expectation to outcome, or we feel just a little bit in need for this outcome, just breathe, calm the mind. And just even what I do a lot still is that I would still say in let's say I go up on stage, before I go up on stage or whatever I do, I always say, universe, whatever's supposed to happen will happen. I'll allow you just to do whatever you want to do. And I trust you. So by handing it over, we're literally handing it over and saying, hey, I've got no attachment to outcome. Right? So there's that. And then the other part of it is you understanding that, okay, in the evenings, let's say before bed, what we consume is very, very important. Because while we are sleeping, our subconscious is also always as well manifesting. And that is our subconscious mind. So if you decide that, let's say you're going to commit to, you want to attract love in the next 21 days, or you want to attract money in the next 21 days, just stick to that one thing for now, without any confusion. Every night, listen to that one thing and allow it just to absorb. And then you'll start seeing, if you focus on one thing, what you focus on expands. You'll start seeing that naturally the things will start coming your way. Yeah, I think a final thing I want to share with you is that there's no such thing as an up without a down. Like
Hmm.
everything is there for a reason. Um, there are no storms that last forever, even though sometimes it feels like the chaos keeps going coming in. But nature is our best indication, and the only difference whether a storm lasts longer or it's shorter is our our perspective when we're in those moments. Are we going to focus on why is this happening to me? What is happening? Why are they saying this? Why do they feel this way? Or are we going to accept that, okay, this is the storm, it's happening. My thing is, how do I find the vehicle to get out of the storm right now? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
So it's entirely
just
to
kind
do with
of
where our
let
focus is.
things fall as it may.
Yeah, and when we accept and we know that the other side is up, it will go very very quickly. Like I go in and out of storms literally by the minute. It's like that, you know. Something will happen really bad, and then next moment something will come up, a solution will come up. And the reason behind that is because I've trained now my mind to think in a particular way where I don't ask, I don't even entertain, not even give a little bit of energy to say, why is the storm here? Because I don't care why the storm here. I know there's storms here. I accept the storms here. I accept that it will always come up. But my first question is, okay, how do I get out of this? And then I already start embarking along that path. And then you'll find that actually your chaos will be gone very, very quickly the moment you do that.
Okay.
Cool?
Okay. So last question, just do.
No question. So I always say in a lot of my events, I always say, suspend thought, suspend thinking, because the biggest problem is thinking. When we think, we manifest, and the biggest problem is when we're in challenges, we think a lot about the challenges, and the more we think about the challenges, the more
Right.
challenges
Right.
we get. So the best thing, practice breathing, no thinking, and just okay, how do I go on my next path? You know,
Okay.
cool.
All right. Well, thank
Nice.
you so much.
Thank you so
It was a
much as
pleasure
well.
speaking with you.
Yep, it's been amazing. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
And yeah, drop me a message. Let me know how it all comes along. What I'm gonna do for you, Kat,
Okay.
I've got this. I've got a real nice 3 month like meditation thing. It helps like calm, cleanse, help you get into manifestation, download, and all. It's the raising vibrations. Really, really cool. Um, I'm gonna give you that as a gift. It's one of my products from my website, but I'll give you that as a gift. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you, I'm going to get one of my team members to send you a link later, and then you can just get the access it from there. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you. That's very sweet. I really appreciate that.
nice. It'll help you a lot.
All right. I
thanks,
appreciate it.
thanks a lot, Kat.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful
Have
day.
a great day.
Namaste.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm sick.
So, guys, that was I think that was that a little bit longer than usual. It's quite a long call. There's quite a lot of things because, and that's why a lot of people they always ask about manifestation, law of attraction. If it could just be answered with one key, okay, just do this one thing and you'll manifest. It wouldn't really be the law of attraction. There's a lot of parts to it, and every part needs to be in alignment. Letting go needs to be in alignment, vibrational frequency, what you do, the actions you take, the way you think, the way you calm your mind, everything needs to be in place for manifestation. So that's why I love these shows, because it clarifies for people like all the different parts it actually takes. On the finishing note, I just want to say this: those of you who have not got my number yet, you can actually grab my number from the contacts below. So in the description, you'll see get my contact now. You click on that, you enter your details, and you get my personal number. And it is me, by the way. It just, and sometimes when I don't reply to it, it's because I can't reply to thousands of people at one time, you know? So when I get around to it, usually it's during these AMA sessions. If you ever have a question, fire it through and just say, Eric, can you call me during the next AMA session to answer these questions? And usually I probably like film these once every couple of weeks. And I'll pick out a few and I'll give you a call. So maybe we'll be one of those. We'll be connecting soon. But finally, I just want to say a big thank you for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the show. If you got anything out of it, learned anything, or you agree with something, just hit that thumbs up. Also, comment below. Let us know where you guys have tuned in from. It's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, signing out. Ciao.